got YouTube up. Today we are making homemade sugar scrubs for Christmas presents.
Oh, Jill from Kansas is on.
Hello, Jill from Kansas. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, I want to show
Hi, Kelly, Pamela, Stephanie, Kathy, Patricia, Des, Lisa.
And
good to see all of you and everyone else.
yes.
Happy Friday, Des.
All right, are we on YouTube?
Now we are.
Okay.
Okay, so
And
All right,
Jeanette,
now
Turit, Karen.
for a commercial break.
beep, 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 beep.
Dining on a Dime. And if you buy Dining on a Dime, you get quick and easy menus for free. If you add Dig Out of Debt, all three, we have a 3-book set. You get a free quick and easy menus and shipping, so grab those.
What?
This recipe is not in Dining on a Dime. I am sorry. But we do have an entire section on bath and beauty products, from everything from lip balm to homemade oatmeal bath to what else? Leg wax, which I will be honest and have not tried because I'm not into waxing. That hurts. I'm in enough pain as it is without self-inflicting it.
Jamie's asking if you're sick.
Yeah.
I was trying to see if you look sick.
Well, I had my Alka-Seltzer about an hour ago and I'm trying to revive myself, but it is not working very well. So, we are making sugar scrubs. And then after that, I am going to make my wax melts because I've been promising for 3 weeks to make wax melts and I haven't gotten around to it. And I am closing my Etsy store, so I'm not going to be making any for that. So I'm just going to show you how to do them. So, if you guys want any of my soap, we still have free shipping. Free ship, capital letters 16. And I have 3 lotion sticks left. I've got about 10 or so lotion bars left. I've got a few poops left, about 10 poops.
That sounds so long.
I've got about 10 cotton candies left. I do have lavender and tea tree left, and orange and clove, and black cherry. Oh, that smells so good. And a few others. But I'm going to close down my Etsy store. The soap is just getting to be too much for me. I just can't do it all. So, it's the first one on the list. So anyway, sorry guys.
So buy it all out before.
I do have 2 special orders, one for Robin and one for Candy, that I'm going to do, but after that I'm going to stop for a while.
Can we still do it for fun? Occasionally?
Yeah, I'll still do it for fun occasionally. Okay.
Phyllis, are you feeling better? Phyllis says she missed 2 programs from feeling sick, and I remember she was down.
Oh man, Phyllis, I'm sorry. I hope you're feeling better. I remember that, yeah.
I'm already done with my tent.
Already done with your tent?
Yeah, already.
Good job. Go watch the show in there. Okay, so you're going to want a plastic container to put your sugar scrubs in. Now, I got these at a garage sale with the contents of these in it. So this is vase filler and this is just extra cherries and stuff like that. I got a whole huge tote, a tote that's probably the size of my bar, for $1. And it had all this kind of stuff in it. And I needed the tote. And I thought, well, good grief, for a tote for $1, that's worth it. But I've ended up using these things for, like, you might have to come up, Dave, for vases and stuff anyway. So, you need a plastic container. Alright, those are just fake cherries. Make sure it's plastic. You do not want to be using a glass container in the bathroom.
That'd be horrible.
These make really, really good gifts, especially for gift baskets. But you want to make sure it's plastic, so if one of the kids or you accidentally drops it, you don't lop off a finger.
Lucy says, hi, Tara and Mike. My mom and dad are watching for the first time, and they only speak French. They can't believe you're live.
Uh-oh. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, tell them hi for us, Lucy.
Yes, hello. If they're from France, how cool.
Well, they might be French-Canadian or something.
Thank you for joining us. Oh, I keep forgetting that. That's true. Okay. So you're going to take your sugar, and you're going to take your oil, and you're going to combine them. Okay, that's it. We're done.
She said, this is a really quick recipe.
It really is a really quick recipe, but then you're going to want to add your essential oil. Now, you have this, you can get these little pipettes. They usually come, if you get a bottle, they usually come with a dropper. And then you're going to want to put a few drops of essential oil. This must look good.
Ooh, let me smell it again.
Spearmint.
Spearmint or eucalyptus?
It's spearmint.
Oh.
And you're going to put your essential oils in. And it just depends on how much sugar scrub you're making. So you can double, triple, 10 times, 100 times, however much you need of this stuff. And you don't have to use essential oils. You can use things like fragrance oils, but you must make sure they're body safe. Now, I have a whole bunch of these left from my soap. So I have like black raspberry. I have like toasted marshmallow would be a great body scrub. Oh man, okay.
Oh man, that one's, what is that?
Toasted marshmallow. I'm so sad in
Smells
my
like
heart that
popcorn.
I'm not making these. I'm gonna
Can
cry.
I smell?
Well, you're not going to never make any soap again, right? You're just not going to make a huge amount of it
No.
on shows.
Well, can we make
Cucumber
it?
melon.
Mom,
Mm.
can we switch to just making candles for a family thing?
Yeah, probably.
Because I wanted to do candles.
Does that smell good?
Yes.
Now, make sure they are Bath and Body safe. Like this one right here, it says
Somewhere on that.
Bath and Body. See how it says Bath and Body? But this one does not say that on it, okay? Because this is a candle set, and this is what I'm using to make my wax melts today. Does it smell good? What did you want to say about it? Oh. So then take your sugar after you put whatever fragrance you want. I did spearmint, but you could do, you know, anything that smells good. Jasmine's a great one. Orange clove is really good. And just stir your your sugar and your oil. Now, if you want to buy the soaps that I have left, you can go to my Etsy site and whatever's on there I'm selling. But after Sunday night, I'm going to be taking it down. So, just so you know, you can still go buy whatever's left on there. And I will ship it hopefully Monday or Tuesday. Okay. So then you're going to take your sugar scrubs and you're just going to put it. Now, if you want to put dye in here, Bath and Body Safe dye, you can, which is usually mica. So like this, I would do a little bit of green.
Wouldn't you not want to use food coloring?
Yeah.
Because that can stain your clothes and you and...
Very good. Exactly. So Dave just said it. Do not use food coloring. It's not going to hurt your body per se, but it is going to, it could stain. So like one time, my mother got the brilliant idea to put all the Easter egg dye in with my brother and I for our Easter bath before church. And
That story's gone down in history.
we got dyed all kinds of colors. So yeah, you gotta be careful. So this is probably a 3-cup jar. Normally I don't do them quite this big, like about this big is a good one. And then you just put it in here and then it'll last several months. Now, for oils, I like to use avocado and olive. That's a good moisturizing one. But you could use almond oil or grapeseed oil. You could even use Cresco if you want, or canola oil. But any of those oils work really well. Yes, Dave?
Jamie says, give her a hug for me. And if anyone needs soap while Tara is out of commission, I also make soap.
Yes, Jamie does too. She makes a really cool soap. She made a monkey farts one. And so that's how you make the sugar scrubs. Now, you can get labels like these and put them on there if you want. These are like $7 or $8 on Amazon. I forgot to have you get a link for these. And then you can go to Avery.
Do you want me to go look them up?
Yeah, you can. There's 6583.
What, Avery 6583?
Yeah. And you can go to Avery and do a
6583.
template on there. They have everything
These?
that they do. Oh, well, they're $10 now. They were $7, but they're $10 now. And you get 270 labels. So this is what I use for my soaps. And you can just see it prints a nice label. And you can just do this at home on your computer with the template at Avery. I'm not real fond of their program for their template. It's kind of a pain in the rear to use, I'll be honest. But after you fiddle with it for a little bit, you can get it figured out. And it does pretty good. That's how you make sugar scrubs. Okay, so let me see my post here because I had a note on there.
Oops, I haven't shared that yet. Your post.
Hold on.
Right
Go
here.
ahead and share the labels first.
Oh, okay. Sharing
Mike's
the
going to
labels.
share the labels and then,
And somebody,
okay.
somebody had also asked for. Oops.
Can we show them this while you guys are? Wow.
There. What am I doing?
Okay.
Oh, I zoom over it.
Scroll down. Okay, so some of the variations that you can do for this is just a basic unscented, so you just do your sugar and your oil, or you could add a teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of vanilla for cinnamon vanilla. You could do pumpkin pie, you could do cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and cloves. Now, warning on this. There is a bath bomb recipe going around Facebook for pumpkin bath bombs that uses cayenne pepper in them. Thank you.
Somebody is trying to get you. That's
So-
really bad.
Do not use that recipe. Cayenne pepper will
It'll
have
burn
you jumping for days. Do not use that recipe. If you see that recipe come on your
Somebody's trolling
Facebook
the recipes. That's not on our Facebook though. That's just around Facebook.
I just saw it on Facebook on one of the soap making. They were commenting on it. So I wanted to warn you guys, if you see that going around, do not use that. Only use cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and cloves. Or if you have a body safe pumpkin scent, you could do that.
Your
Okay.
pumpkin spice was making me.
Uh-huh.
Your pumpkin spice thing was
Yeah.
making me.
Peppermint foot scrub you could do. Now I would use peppermint foot scrub, or I would use peppermint only for a foot scrub. And you could use 1 teaspoon of peppermint oil. I would not use it as a body scrub because that could also be a little invigorating, let's say. You could do a mocha one with coffee and cocoa and cinnamon. A teaspoon each of that, tablespoon of that. Lemon extract, you could do lavender. You could do 5 to 6 drops of lavender essential oil. You could use baby oil in place of the other oils. So just use baby oil in here. That would be really good smelling. You could do the bath time baby oil too if you want.
And just so you know, I shared the post that she's looking at that
Yeah.
actually has this all in print.
Yes.
And it's in the description on YouTube and it's in the comments on both Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah. I just forgot to print it out. So then you could do like a stress relief, which is like a half a teaspoon of spearmint, peppermint, and eucalyptus. That would be a good combination. And you could do orange clove, which is a teaspoon of orange and a half a teaspoon of clove oil. So that's pretty much how you make bath scrub. I mean, sugar scrubs. I'll never forget when my mom got from somewhere a little tiny jar and the stuff smelled so good. And actually that's kind of how I got back into soap making was she had this sugar scrub stuff that somebody had given her and it smelled so good and it had spearmint and orange in it and everything. And so I tried to recreate that and that's actually how I got back into making soaps and stuff. Yes, Dave?
So, Sherry wants to know, have you ever done a recipe for anti-aging cream?
No, I haven't. Because I don't plan on aging.
A lot of people, I'm looking at comments that I had missed before. A lot of people asking, what kind of oil are you using?
I set you up for that one. You just...
Sorry. I'm not going to say anything bad. You're feeling bad today.
So you can use any oil you want. You could use baby oil. You could use canola oil. You could use, my favorite is olive and avocado. You could use grapeseed. You could use hemp.
Coconut oil?
Coconut oil. You can use pretty much any body safe oil that you want to use. So any oil will probably work just fine.
So Angie says I've ordered your book on the 7th of the month. That's 2 days ago. I can't wait to get it. To how long do you think to Missouri?
Angie, I had everything shipped out today. I think yours I shipped today. So, it'll probably be there mid to end next week. Yeah, it should be there the mid to end of next week. Now, for wax melts, I'll answer some more questions, but we got to get started on the wax melts because it takes a minute to wet.
We
So,
have a few
yeah,
sugar scrubs.
I'll answer the sugar crepes questions in just a second, but I want to show you the wax melts. So, to make your wax melts, you have to buy special soy wax for it, okay? And this is how it comes. It's like in little granulars. So you measure out however much you want. This is a half a pound. And then you're going to put it in a double boiler. So I have my water boiling here and I have it in here. And I'm just going to stick it in here and let that start melting, okay? So that's the first step for that. So I just wanted to get that on and I'll answer questions while we're doing that.
Oh, you ready for questions? Georgiana she said, are you not going to sell your soap anymore?
Probably not online. The shipping is just too much work. I'm just killing
The post
myself.
office keeps destroying the packages and then they don't get there and then she doesn't have the soap that people
Yesterday,
order.
I can't remember exactly where she was, but a lady was like in Pennsylvania or something. I can't remember for sure. And her soap order went to Phoenix. I mean, it's ridiculous. I have had probably 5 to 6 this week alone. The post office destroyed a package and it came empty. Another one, the lady got coupon binder, like a photo binder thing, in her package. I don't even own such a thing, but it had our label, so it must have gotten opened at the post office, fell out, and they just shoved whatever they could in there. I don't know how many have been lost. Another one, the lady saw the mailman put it in her mailbox. This is a different one from the Phoenix later. And nothing was there. So the shipping is just too much for me. It's just too much work. And I spent like 3 hours shipping today, like 12 orders. It's ridiculous. So I'm just going to wait and not do it anymore. But whatever comes in this weekend, I'll go ahead and ship what I have left. And then I may do online like soaping classes. And I might write an ebook or something and do it that way. I'll see. So I'm not totally going to just, probably give it up. But I need to find an easier way to do it because physically I just can't do it.
Well, and Tara hasn't been feeling very well lately, and there's been a lot of extra stuff going on, and so I think she's feeling a little overwhelmed by that too. So we're trying to give her a little break on that.
Yeah. So Kathy, a container like this will last a long time. So something like this lasts me at least 6 months, but I only use it once or twice a week. So if you use it every day, of course it'll go quicker, but yeah.
Okay, so we had some others. We already talked about what kind of oil. Karen wants to know, how long do you use the scrubs?
How long or how?
Oh, sorry, how?
So what
I was
you
getting
do
2 questions.
is you just take the scrub and just rub it between your hands like this. And, well, I need to do it over the sink, but hold on. So, Dave, can you see what I'm...
Get you a cup? You want me to get you a bowl?
So, you just take it like this and just rub it all over your hands. And if you have dry elbows, rub it on your dry elbows or dry heels and feet. And just rub it on there and then rinse it off. And then, just a second.
For everyone who's asking, I may have already pasted it since you were there, but I'm adding the homemade sugar scrub recipes again. We were making sugar scrubs today.
Yes.
And I'm posting those in for all the questions.
Then you have nice and soft. See how soft my hands are?
Ooh.
Oh, they're exfoliated. So, and it exfoliates the dry skin, but then moisturizes it.
Sue says that explains your great complexion. Wow.
Except I don't use it on my face. I do use it on my elbows and my feet, but I don't use it on my face.
And you already answered about the shelf life, right?
Yeah.
Christine says, I received my yummy smelling soaps today. I'm loving the different varieties. Thank you, Tara.
You're welcome. So, Lucy, Jack was telling me that he wanted to tell everyone that my money soaps are going to be $13 if I have a $5 money soap. But I decided not to sell them, so.
Oops. Patricia, I wanted to know if the soap recipes are in the book.
They are not. I have some of the soap recipes on my website, but they're not on my book. And I might write an ebook. We'll see.
Yes, Dave.
Okay. So I have like 30 questions.
Dave has 30
Jamie.
questions.
Jamie says, do you worry about putting preservatives in your sugar scrub?
Jamie, I don't worry about it because I use it fast enough. But, I mean, if you think someone's going to have it for a couple of years, I probably would. But I've had it 6 to 9 months. And the other day I just dumped some because it fell off the shelf. And I had it 9 months. No, I had it a year. And it was perfectly fine. So I really don't put any preservatives in it. Now, if you want to make a different kind, you can use this Hand Renewal by Dawn. And this has the soap in it also. And so you could use this in place of your oil if you want and make a soap, a bubbling hand sugar scrub if you want. Yes, Dave.
And then there's also post office needs to get it together, and everyone's talking about how the post office should just.
Yeah, I was thinking about keeping a log of what the post office has done and doing a video on it because it's ridiculous.
And then Melly also says, how's Jack's eye?
Jack's eye is doing much better, thank you.
And Amy.
touch it or push on it, it hurts.
It hurts if you touch or push on it.
Amy says, I like your videos, but you need to pace yourself.
Yes, I am worn out and tired.
Then Lady Grace is also talking about how a licorice scrub would be lovely.
Oh yes, a licorice scrub would be good. That'd be
Emmy
tasty.
was like, check your wax in all caps.
Denise says, I wish I lived closer so I could help you.
Well, the problem is I don't make enough off the soap that I could really hire someone to ship them. So it's not really, yeah.
Sherry says your wax is bubbling.
Well, it's not the wax, it's the water bubbling, and I'll show you. Ugh.
Jenna's asking about the amounts in the sugar scrub, sugar and oil. Jenna, I'm going to share the recipe right now. I'll tag you in it.
So, can you guys see this? Can you see that, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay, it's in there, Jenna. I'm going to go ahead and put it on YouTube while I'm here too.
Let's go back. Sorry. Now you do want to use a disposable spoon to stir this and get it all going because this wax gets really, really hard. This is candle and wax melt wax. And so it gets really hard. And I made some gingerbread ones yesterday and it just stuck to everything I'd used. So I would suggest using a disposable one. But anyway, just stir it every now and then. Yeah.
Miranda's wondering if you can use the sugar scrub on your face.
You can, but I would only use it sparingly. Like once a month or once every 2 weeks. I wouldn't do it every day. I mean, it's fairly gentle, but you know, like those apricot scrubs and those kinds of things, you really don't want to use them too much because they can break your skin out just from irritation using them too much.
Wow, there's a whole bunch of questions. Sue wanted to know if the oil in that is in liquid form.
Yes, but you could use coconut oil and melt it down if you want.
Kathy's asking what is a wax melt and what is it used for?
Oops, I forgot to bring one up. Let's see, where are they? David, go downstairs on my soap bench. And on the right is a baggie full of little gingerbread guys in squares. Can you bring those and I'll show them? Please.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Brooke
I'll
says,
show you in just a minute.
Brooke says, off topic, when will there be another Mama Jill story? I'm anxiously waiting. You have fans out there, mother-in-law, dear.
So Mama's going to be here a week from Sunday. And we are going to tape some then. And it'll probably be around January 1st before they get back on. But we just all had to take a break because we were just doing too much. Mom did like 5,000 gingerbread men in 3 or 4 days or something. So.
Oh, Maria says, listening in from deep South Texas.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I like South Texas.
I'm kidding.
But not so much in August. Marianne just says, just came in, what do you, remind me, everybody what you're making.
So I made sugar scrubs, homemade sugar scrubs, and right now I'm making wax melts because I told everybody I'd show you how. So here's my wax melts that I made yesterday. Oh.
Sherry wants to know if it helps with eczema or eczema.
No, it would probably irritate your eczema. I probably wouldn't do that. I would just use the straight olive or avocado oil on your eczema, and that would probably help. So these are the little wax melts I made yesterday. I made little gingerbread men and just little squares. And they smell really, really good. And then you just put them in a wax warmer, and your house smells super good. And these are super concentrated. So they'll last a while. But yeah, I was just going to say that. So Dave got me this for Christmas 2 years ago. And it's a little wax warmer. And so you put the wax in here. And it has a little light bulb and you turn it on. And then it melts and your house smells really nice. That was pretty thoughtful. Thank you. Your puzzle.
Jolene is asking, are you still going to be selling books?
Yes, we're still selling books. We're trying to get them sold so that Amazon can start shipping, and it's going slower than I had hoped.
Right now we ship them all out of the house.
Yeah.
But we've sent them to Amazon before, and what we want to do is just send them there and have them ship them, so because Tara's mostly doing that.
But we need to get rid of our quick and easy menus, and our dig out of debt are going out of print. So these two, as soon as we sell out of these two, we aren't reprinting them unless we have Amazon do it, possibly. But these two are going out of print.
Yeah, there's an option.
But
we might
Dining
be able
on
to,
a Dime is not.
Like Tara was saying, there's an option we might be able to have Amazon print those, but it's a lot of work to set up, and we don't know if it will work or not.
Yeah.
So that's something that's kind of on our we might do
No.
that someday list.
Oh, yeah.
But, so let's see. Ida says, scrubs are so relaxing and great for dry skin in winter.
They are very good for that, yes.
And Marie says, I'm looking forward to getting the recipe books.
Thank you for ordering.
Marie also says classes for soap would be great.
Yes, I had thought about doing an in-person class. I called our rec center here in my town, and I found out that I could do something like that. Do we have insurance for the business, or would we have to buy insurance?
We don't. You mean that you have to have it to go there?
Yeah.
We don't have any insurance like that.
Oh, okay.
No.
So we'd have to get insurance, so maybe we won't be doing it live.
You mean on video?
No.
For them
At
to do
the
it
rec
there.
center. And you have to have insurance. And so, I don't know. I thought about creating a special Facebook group where it's just the people who want to buy a soap class from me. And so, like, on day such and so, I would have 4 people take the class with me live through Facebook. And I would walk them through making the soap. And then they could ask me questions personally, and I would get every single question answered and all of that. So I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. So
Sharon wants to know if we can put the thermometer link up from the other night. I was trying to see what show did we do that. I couldn't find it.
it was the peanut brittle.
Peanut brittle? Okay. And Kelly says a soap making ebook would be awesome, and please include the wax melt recipes in it.
Yes, I will. Yes, Candy, I haven't forgotten you. I have it. It's just, I have been so incredibly crazy. And since you said you could wait, I hope that was true. So as soon as I get a free Tuesday or Thursday, I will soap it live and do it for you, but I have the scent and everything
So
for you.
is there a way I can get on Amazon and do affiliate links? Because someone wanted an affiliate link for this.
Sharon, I just dropped the laser thermometer link in for you, and I'm also putting it on YouTube for everyone that's there. There is Dave, but I'll have to show you for a different show.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else do we have? I've gotten through the ones I copied and pasted. Yep, Holly says live class sounds good. Kelly loves that idea. Dave, any questions you missed on YouTube so far? I'm going to go back and look again.
Okay, so my wax is almost melted. Not quite, but just a little bit more and we'll be melted here.
Sure smells good.
And then I'll show you how to do these.
Lisa says, I missed it. I'll have to research this later. Lisa, you can watch it when it's over. We usually try to do the recipe, the main recipe, in the first 15 minutes, just for people that don't want to stay the whole hour.
Yeah. Because I get people every day, every single day, I get someone, well, your videos are too long. You're too long-winded.
Then other people say, I wish you were on all the time.
I love your videos. I wish you would go longer. So what I've tried to do is combine the two and do what we're doing today at the very beginning and then chat at the end and show additional things in the end. Now for the wax melts, I just got these candy molds at Hobby Lobby. You can see I just got them and I didn't even get the tag off of it yet. But I used it yesterday and I'll use it today. Now what you could do is, if you want to do this, what? Oh, okay. I'll tell him in just a minute. Just a minute. Dave told me a question you guys are asking, and I'll tell you in just a minute. Now you can get these cute little like bundt cake silicone molds, or like I had the gingerbread. This is a cute little one. Since I decided to stop, I'm going to return it. But I just thought this was the cutest little thing. So anything that's a silicone mold you can use for these wax melts, and they work really, really well because you want your wax to just pop out when you're done. And I'll show you. I think we'll have time for it to be finished. Yeah, we're almost melted. And then you also need, if you're going to color it, candle dye. You cannot use soap dye interchangeably. It has to be candle dye. It's a special wax. And you can get it for chips like this, or they come in shreds or flakes. And I'm using the chips right now. And today I'm going to use the Amish quilt scent. So it's really super good. So Dave said some people were asking why we were moving. So we want to keep our sanity. So we live on a cul-de-sac and there are 6 houses behind us. And there are 14 dogs in those 6 houses.
When we moved here, it was quiet and it was just our house pretty much.
And there were
Yeah.
dirt mountains around
And
us.
there were 2 particular houses behind us where the dogs were worse than the other ones. And unfortunately, we had to call the city because they just refused to believe that their dogs were a problem and had to get the city involved. But now, even though those have slowed down, they haven't stopped, but they've slowed down. Every other house in the neighborhood has like 4 dogs each. It's absolutely ridiculous. And so
Just seems like that even if they do have mercy and learn to and teach their dogs to be quiet, then there's still like so many other people
Yeah.
with dogs that are barking. And when we were in Kansas before we moved to this house, we had 2 acres out in the country, pretty far from other houses, and it was pretty quiet most of the time. But in Colorado, it was so much more expensive that we ended up with a smaller house on a smaller piece of ground with other houses that are right next to our house. So, yeah.
So we want to find some place in the country that's quiet, away from. Well, we like neighbors, but we don't like neighbors.
We like neighbors. We just don't like being right. We don't like it where you can look and and see right in the other people's window when you're not even trying.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice to be a little further away from the other houses. So, and we actually paid for a bigger lot than the other ones.
Yeah, we have the biggest lot in the neighborhood.
But we're still uncomfortably close to everybody. I mean, and we get along with pretty much everyone. There are a couple neighbors that don't really like us, but
we have a ranch house, and all the houses around us, except for one, are 2-story. So everybody's always looking down on us. We feel like we're in a fishbowl. It's kind of crazy.
But yeah.
So that's why. I don't know if we'll get moved. We're looking, actively looking, and we're getting a bunch of construction projects done so that we will, the stuff that we got started will be done, and we can.
We're just more or less prepping for moving.
Yeah.
And that's been kind of making us extra crazy. Plus, with Tara being sick and
Yeah, it makes me worn out.
trying to do these shows and the soap shows and.
Okay, so then when you have your wax melted, you want to add your color.
Sorry.
So I do it one at a time until I figure out what shade I want. This will be probably a pale blue, so I'm going to do 2 of them.
Ooh, I love that color.
You do?
Wait, is this like candles?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is what candle making is?
Mm-hmm. Except we're going to make it without the wick, but I was going to make candles in one show. Okay, and then I'm putting in my oil, my fragrance. Okay, so I'm stirring both up. Oh, that smells good. I just did blue today. I don't know why I thought of blue for Amish, but it's called Amish quilt, but...
Oh dear, you're going to be jealous.
Oh dear.
Shelly says, I live on 105 acres and can't see any houses around us, and I love living in the country.
Shelly, you were banned from our website. That is not funny. No, I'm kidding.
We knew when we were living
Oh,
in
that would
Idaho.
be so nice.
There were places in Idaho where we'd be driving down the road and we couldn't see a house all the way to the horizon in any direction.
Yeah, that's what we need. The problem is, if we go out to where you are, that would be way too far from everything that we do. So we're trying to get a little bit closer to the mountains instead of further away, but it's tempting to go out there, let me tell you.
Lisa says, I love your videos. My husband always asks me if I'm watching The Soap Lady.
Oh, great. Now I feel even worse that I'm stopping. Okay, so I've got all my colors mixed and my fragrance mixed. So I'm going to pour it in my little molds here, and you just pour it in. It's not real hard.
Actually, I have a question.
Yeah?
If you make candles, can you use things like a cup to pour it in and then have it harden and glop it out of the
You
cup?
can.
Because wouldn't this, like
Yep, a cup would work.
this shape, a cup would look like perfect on it.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the heat might be a problem.
Well, it would need to be a silicone cup, not a plastic one, because it wouldn't
Or
come out.
glass.
But like you could do a coffee mug and make a candle.
That'd be pretty cool.
And then you just pour, pour, pour.
Oh, those smell really good. What smell
Doesn't
did
it
you put in
smell
that
good? It's Amish quilt.
one? Yum.
Then our house is gonna smell Amish
I
for a
know,
while.
our house is going to smell really Amish.
Well,
By the way, turn on the wax thing if you want me to put some wax stuff in there.
Ooh, I do.
Kelly wants to know where you get the colors. Did you already answer that?
So, Kelly, I got these colors on Amazon. Okay, Dave, can you take and set these outside so they'll get hard before the show's over and I can show them? Open the door first. All right, so now we're just careful. We're just going to let these harden. And then hopefully before the show's over, they'll be hardened and we'll pop them out. Dave's putting them outside and it's like 4 degrees. So, so hopefully that will get hard. I'm making wax melt, Ann. So.
Oh, you ready for more?
Sure.
Did you already ask where to get the scents? I think I just...
The scents, you can get at any, I mean, there's lots of places you can get the scents. Amazon, make sure they're candle scents. You can get them from brambleberry.com, from rusticessentials.com, wholesalesupplyplus.com, which I don't like them so well anymore. Bulk Apothecary, you can just type in candle scents and you should be able to find them somewhere.
Denise is asking, will the kids have to transfer schools? Not the plan is
We're
no.
trying to not have them transfer.
I'm
We're
going
not.
to have
We're not
to
actually planning on
because
going very far. It's just
No.
not in a tiny, real close neighborhood.
I'm
is our
transferring
goal.
schools because I'm going to high school.
Well, yeah, Dave's going to high school, so he's going to a new one next year. But we,
it's that school would be easily accessible from here or wherever we're likely to go.
yeah. Oh, one thing. Oh, it's like important, and I forgot to mention it. So one thing when you're done with your container, right away, take a paper towel and wipe out the wax, because this stuff gets super, super hard, and I could hardly get it out of the container yesterday. So, while it's still warm, make sure you don't forget the outside. Wipe it all down to get as much of the wax out as you can before you try to wash it, because it's really hard.
If it does harden, couldn't you put it back in the microwave? And
Yes, if it hardens, just put it back in the microwave and let it microwave for a little bit longer.
Wow, we've created a big controversy.
Oh dear.
Not making soap very often and moving and.
Why have we created? Why? What
Just-
are they
I think
saying?
we've destabilized a lot of the viewers on YouTube.
Have I
Sorry.
destabilized? Have I thrown everyone into a panic because I'm not making soap anymore?
Can you get...
Well, go buy out the rest that I have left, so I don't have a ton left.
Lady Grace says, can
Well-
you get beeswax seeds? I mean, beeswax beads. I don't know what she means.
So I have not made beeswax soap, but you probably, candles, but you probably could. That would probably work just fine. I don't know. Just look it up on Google. I don't know. I got soy pellets just because they melt a little bit easier and smoother, but
Nicolette says, I've enjoyed your YouTube. Thank you, Nicolette. And Shannon says that she's got a great place out in Utah that we could get. It turns out they're moving, though. I
oh
was
man,
thinking,
I found the perfect place in Idaho. It was perfect.
I kind of want to move to Idaho because she saw the perfect place in that.
It
place.
was-
perfect.
Yeah, so
Wasn't
get
it
this.
Like 5 or 10 acres, and
It was 8 acres, and it was 4 bedrooms on the main house with a guest house, really cute guest house, and an apartment above the garage, so mom and all the teenagers could have their own little area. Then it had a huge, like 2,500 square foot greenhouse. It had all the gardens in place. It even had my white picket fence that I want. And it was on a hill looking over the Snake River in Kamiah. The problem is if you don't know Idaho, Kamiah is literally in the middle of Timbuktu, and it would take us like 2 hours to get to the doctor.
it's pretty remote. It's less remote than where we lived when we were in Idaho, but it's not.
Oh.
It's pretty close to where we lived, though.
But it's so pretty.
It is really nice. Hey, Dolphin Man.
Hello.
Dolphin Man is on here. Is it on Facebook?
No, I'm looking on YouTube.
Oh, I didn't see it.
So let's see. I was just squeaking through here real quick on YouTube to see if I missed anything. Nicolette says, "What about selling your soaps through Amazon, where Amazon ships for you?" Problem, Nicolette, is that it's harder because there's so many different kinds of soaps, and also the soap requires a lot of labor from Tara, but because she's chronically ill,
She has to
labor
make the
wears her
soap.
out really quick. Sue says, "Live in Estes Park again." That would be.
I'm up for that.
Oh, Sue. So who was that?
It would be.
Sue. Was it Sue that said that?
Yeah.
So guess what happened? I don't know if you remember, but there's a cooking store called A La Carte in Estes Park. And if you guys go up there, I don't know if it'll still be up there, but out in the front, they had an A-frame sign that said, "Local author Tara Gillum." I'm famous.
And we
I
didn't
have-
even see it. Someone
I
else
haven't
told us.
seen it. My chiropractor actually saw it. It was crazy. I haven't seen it yet. We should go up this week. Oh, no, we can't. We got...
And Brandy says Estes Park is open. Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, we like Estes Park. It's just right now isn't probably the best time for us to live there.
This
But
is what wax does to your finger.
Lucy
Here,
says,
here.
I understand about you wanting to move. I live in a small townhouse attached to 3 other townhouses.
Oh.
We hear the neighbors sneeze and the dogs bark every day.
Sorry, I broke one.
Yeah.
I really
The
need
problem
some
with the
quiet.
dogs is that where we live, we're 40 miles from Denver, but a lot of people buy houses here, get dogs and leave them outside in the day because they don't want them to destroy the house. And because they're not home, they don't think the dogs bark. So then they come home and most of the day they're gone, but we're here. So.
Or they think it's cute that the dogs are talking to the neighbor dogs.
Ebony wants to know how much money was that house?
Which one?
It was $600,000.
The one in Kamiai?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I thought it was like 300,000.
No, it was like 600. But it was the perfect house.
But we had 2,400 square foot house with an extra large garage on 2 acres in Kansas. And even though we had 2 acres, there was a lot of nothing around us. And that we sold that house for $135,000. And then we bought a basically 1,500 square foot house on a less than quarter acre lot, well, about a quarter acre lot in Colorado for $205,000 at the time. That was when the economy was really down.
Be careful,
It's gone
Jack.
up
Don't
since
cut
then,
yourself on the
but
glass.
Colleen
Push
says
that
we just
back on the table.
bought a house 15 miles away from our current town, but love it. Small town, living bigger and nicer home for our family.
Got it.
Yeah, Colorado is really expensive.
Colorado.
Des says we live in an apartment. We hear toilets flushing and washers going. Yeah, when we lived in an apartment, there was a guy that worked, and his wife was like 17, and she was always doing gymnastics upstairs all day long.
Ebony
So we just hear
says
boom constantly. Actually, she did that late into the night, didn't she? So yeah, I feel for apartment dwellers.
Ebony says to take it. Exclamation mark.
To take it? Oh yeah, we really did like Kamiai. It's just.
Thank you, Marianne. I'm glad you like our videos.
Denise says my brother-in-law just moved to Middleton, Idaho. Love it. Too expensive here in California. Yeah. If we were going back to Idaho, we'd probably want to be in Coeur d'Alene or somewhere.
And
like
that's
that.
what's happened to Colorado. Everybody from California has moved out because it's cheaper. Well, now they bought all the houses and they're more expensive.
Christine says I'll learn to make my own soap after watching you make it so often. I will watch your recipes and such still. Well, and knowing Tara, she probably won't. It's not that she won't probably ever make soap again. Just not. We're not just not a big intense every couple of days thing. Karen just signed up for the newsletter. Thank you. That's in the description on YouTube, and I shared it in the link on Facebook for those who are asking. Denise says that's the price of a garage door in California. That's why everybody came to Colorado.
Yeah.
Wow, a lot of people saying that they're struggling with similar house issues. Oops. I just closed the way.
Have enough time? It's 10 more minutes.
Suburban Hillbilly says, I'll take the dogs if you take my neighbors.
No, I don't want either. That's my problem. I just want some peace.
But then, how will you have peace with me and Jack here, though?
Well, you guys you've only got 4 more years, so.
Cherry says if the dogs are left outside alone and bark a lot, it's because they're bored and lonely. They're pack animals and want to be with owners who are pack leaders. That's true. Unfortunately, in Colorado, it's kind of like they're ornaments for people more than anything. So they love them. They love them when they're home, but when they're not home, out of sight, out of mind.
No, Jamie, we're not planning on moving out of state, but I just look at houses all over the place, and then I'm like, ooh, maybe we should go here.
Yeah, Tara will say, oh, hey, look, Connecticut. And I was thinking, I'd like to visit Connecticut, but I don't want to be moving all over the
No,
country.
we're not planning on leaving. Yes, Dave.
Or Rhode Island, or...
Sullivan's homesteader says, I live in Amish country on 5 acres. My condo was in the city before I met my husband. It's a beautiful place, but I could not live in the city ever again.
Yeah, see, that's where I want to move to.
Where?
She's in Pennsylvania. Is it Pennsylvania? Is that what you said? Or just Amish country?
Amish country.
Oh, she lives in Amish country. On 5 acres out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then you wouldn't hear all the... because Amish don't use...
Jamie says there are some farmhouses that land on the other side of Colorado Boulevard, close to the library. Actually, I have coffee like every Friday with these farmers that live out in that area, Jamie.
Dave, can you check the mounts?
Well, last time I poked my finger. Jack, stop.
I'm kind of
pulling out
learning
my
from the
sticker.
farmers.
I
Let's
stuck my
see.
finger in the mouth and it
Just check, please.
broke it.
Shelly says, my sister wants us to move to Texas where horse country is. Texas has a lot of friendly people, but it's really, really
Are we
hot
done?
in the summer.
I don't know.
Or at least
what
where I lived, it was.
Let me see
Last
if
I
they're done.
poked.
Oh, it's
Jack,
okay.
there's the one I poked.
There's
too.
Dave's fingerprint.
Oh, nope, no one can see that.
No, they're not quite done yet. Go ahead and leave them out for just a minute more. Okay, so we're going to tell
Open
you
up
about
the
our
door.
carpet yesterday.
No, please. The horror, the flashbacks.
So we have been having a nightmare trying to get new carpet in the kids' rooms. And so the guy comes and he said, so pretend like this is the room. And he said, this is a seam right here. You guys are going to have a seam going across in the middle of this room here in our family room. And we're like, what? So we spent 45 minutes going back and forth with these guys. They were really, really nice. And then Mike had to call Home Depot again. And I was like,
so we had problems with Home Depot. We had a lot of different people we talked to, and they all told us different things, and then they were going to try to enforce penalties on us because other people that worked there told them the wrong thing. So one day I went in there and I said, I am very irate, and I said, I need to talk to the highest level manager who can deal with an irate customer. And they gave me somebody who was really nice, but it was still a big fiasco because there was so much confusion over what they're actually allowed to do and what their employees told me they would do. So we're kind of we finally had an agreement that they were going to come out here and put in carpet and everything was going to be fine. And then Tara, when they got here, I was just kind of thinking, let's just hope this gets done right.
Yeah.
And then the installers came out and they were pretty cool, but they're like, hey,
You're gonna have a
you're not
seam.
going to want it like this. You
You're
need to
gonna
call
have
them
a
and
seam. And I'm like, any moron knows you don't put a seam right in the walkway. I mean, the walkway's right here. So we're going back and forth, just not arguing with the installer, just trying to figure out what to do. So then Mike gets on the phone, is going back and forth with Home Depot and the installers and all this. Okay, can we get the same carpet and all this? And so finally, we're both just getting completely worn out. And I'm this close to just saying, oh, just do it. Let's forget it. We're planning on selling. But if we don't sell, I don't want to end up with carpet that's going to fray over time. So Mike's on the phone with Home Depot, and he's like, well, call your mom and see what she says. So I'm
talking to the lady, and the lady saying, well, we have this warranty and we'll come out and we'll fix that. Of course, I'm thinking some of the other stuff we've heard doesn't necessarily do that, and once it's in, then you're really stuck with that situation. So I'm back and forth, and she's explaining the warranty, and Tara's talking to Mama Jill on the other line.
And so Mom says, when I call her, she said, well, your brother's here. And I said, well, the carpet guys are here, and they said that the way they drew out the diagram, there's going to be a seam right in the middle of the pathway for walking in the middle of the room.
Where everybody walks.
And my mom and my brother were both like, no way, I wouldn't do it. No, I wouldn't do it. So I come running upstairs and I'm like, no way, we're not doing this. I don't care. That's it. You can get a refund. We are not doing this.
I'm here and all this. Tara really doesn't ever yell. So there's all this yelling coming from down the stairs, and the lady was on the phone with me, and she's trying to kind of smooth things over, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, we'll have to see. And then all of a sudden, Tara's like that. I'm like, well,
I'm like, no, we aren't doing this. No way.
So, well,
tell her no.
And I could tell she could hear Tara, and I was thinking, yeah, I think we're probably not going to be able to do that. And it was just funny because I told Tara later, it was almost like good cop, bad cop, because here I'm being, how can we work this out and figure out a way to make this work? Because what I'm thinking is the installer guys are saying they're going to have to reorder all the carpet. It's going to be 3 more weeks. I'm thinking, that's going to be Christmas. What, are you going to wait till January? And then, because we had kids out of their bedrooms and stuff. And
we had kids sleeping in the living room for the last 2.5 weeks for a 7-day install.
And so Tara's saying no, and I'm thinking, I agree we don't want to go with the wrong thing, but I was thinking, is there some kind of way we could make this work where we can actually have them back in their bedrooms tonight?
So then Mike was like, yeah, I don't think my wife wants to do that. Would you like to talk to her?
She's like, oh, no. So, I actually made a suggestion to the lady about what would probably solve the problem. We were short of carpet to do it the way the installers wanted. And I just said to the lady, if you can find 12 more feet of the same carpet from the same color dye lot, that would probably be the easiest way to solve this. And so apparently they did. So.
No, thankfully after 2.5 weeks the kids are back in their bedroom, but
so anyway, so we're hoping that if we can get that behind us, that maybe things will be a little more mellow from here. And I was thinking we need to kind of stand down on some things and try to enjoy Christmas a little more. So Lucy says, I'm sure that everyone would love to just...
He's not the one buying all the Christmas presents.
Actually, I could.
Oh, whatever.
Lucy says, I'm sure everyone would love to just chat with you guys about life in general. I know I love it. I hope you do these live videos for a very long time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lucy. Well, we're not planning on stopping the live videos.
No, not at the moment.
But we used to do them almost every day. We've had to cut that to 3 days a week officially, and then when Tara's feeling well, sometimes she'll do things during the days in between, but we've kind of not been doing that as much lately.
Yeah.
But we have the ability, if we just want to go on and do that too. In fact, the other day we just went on Facebook while we were shooting short videos to put on the days when we don't do live ones, and we just went on so people could see what it looks like when we're shooting behind the scenes. So
goodbye, Lucy. Have a good night.
Bye, Lucy. Patricia says, don't pick New York, really expensive. Wait, hold on, Dave. There was somebody that said, what's wrong with Rhode Island? I don't think there's anything wrong with Rhode Island. I'd kind of like to see it.
Yeah.
I was just saying that when Tara's looking on for houses and she says, oh, here's Rhode Island, here's Connecticut, here's Oregon. I'm thinking, let's focus just in one area right now.
Dad,
but she's just doing it to say, isn't that awesome?
If you don't like where you are, move. You are not a tree.
What?
You are a rock.
Did you just now get that?
And Melanie says, thank you for posting your website. I watched you several times, never knew how to find your Etsy shops, now I'm going crazy.
Oh, and now I'm quitting. I'm sorry, Melanie. Yes, Dave.
There people on here are saying, I hate carpets, and Jamie said they should give you money off the whole thing.
They should.
Oh, Tammy's sad because she lost track of time and missed watching the earlier part of the show. That's her cousin.
Hello, Tam. I like the new brown hair color. You look like your cousin.
And Denise says watching that the other day was so funny. I'm not sure which thing she was watching.
I don't know. What was she watching?
Dave, are there any others?
Says we're funny. What do we do that's so funny?
Well, I think people just look at us and they say, we can be a warning to others.
She's like...
Yeah, some people are here just to serve as a warning to others, and I think we're it. Yeah.
She was like, every time Tara yawns, I yawn.
I'm sorry. I am so incredibly exhausted.
We'll probably need to wrap it
I
here in
spent
a few
4.5
minutes.
hours shipping orders today, and I'm just like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Okay, let's see if the wax melts are hard, Dave.
So on the videos, Lucy says, I love your videos and the time you take to chat with us. Denise says your videos are too short. They're so entertaining and informative. And Marianne says, I love that your videos are long.
Becky wants to know if you contacted them about the oatmeal.
Okay. Oh, yes, I did contact them about the oatmeal. And, okay, so when they're hardened, you just pop them out and you have your little wax melts. Isn't our house going to smell good?
Yes. Well, those are super Christmassy smelling.
So if anyone wants to get me a fireplace for Christmas, yeah, I should have probably done these in red. I didn't know they were so cinnamony.
But we should probably put it in the new house so we don't have to take it with us like we did the toilet.
Well, I think an electric fire. Yeah,
They want to make everybody laugh. Tell them that we moved the toilet.
We have actually moved our toilet. Seriously, we moved our toilet at the last house.
So we lived in this one house, and the toilet kept getting jammed up. The kids were, I don't know what they were doing. It was getting all jammed up, and it was a decorative toilet that was slow, and the water would go around real slow. It was supposed to be decorative somehow, but to us it wasn't at all functional. So we went to Lowe's. At the time, we were thinking, I don't care what it costs. I think Tara was saying that. I don't care what it costs. We need a toilet that'll work. And I'm standing there looking, and there's a guy in the aisle saying,
I said, do not come home without a toilet that actually works.
There's a guy that was standing there in the aisle, and he kind of scooted over next to me, and he's like, so you looking for a toilet? And I was thinking, oh, you're not going to say, Psst, hey, buddy, right? But I said, yeah. I said, well, we have kids, and our toilet keeps getting clogged, and he's like, yeah, you should get this one. He said, it'll blow your shorts. No, he said you have to grab your shorts before you flush it. So it was such an awesome toilet that when we...
Do you guys remember the rocket toilet?
We called it the rocket toilet.
The one in
At the last,
803?
yeah, you remember it?
That was pretty cool.
Did you have to grab your shorts before you flushed?
Dude, you flushed that thing in 2 seconds, it was gone.
It was like, whoosh, it was gone. So we liked it so much, and Tara said, we need to take it with us when we move. And I said, who moves the toilet? But we spent like $400 on it. She said, I'm not leaving a $400 toilet.
I wanted to move it here, and he wouldn't move it again.
That was across the state, and or from one state to another. We already had too much stuff. But anyway, so we...
Flush a brick with that thing.
You could probably flush a brick,
the instructions for it said that they showed a picture of somebody pouring a whole basket of tennis balls in the toilet. But anyway,
will it flush? Like just dump?
Oh man, it was beautiful. It was just beautiful. The
but
church need to get those in the women's bathroom.
Well, I was thinking we should go to the church and offer to give them to the church.
You should.
But what we did is then we just went and got a regular toilet and put it in the house before we more listed it. Who takes a toilet with them? Come
we
on.
did!
So anyway.
I have something.
Yeah.
Elvira.
Yeah.
Elfg? I don't know. ELFGJE says, Arg, my in-laws have one of those designer toilets which doesn't flush properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the pretty toilet worth that doesn't flush?
Yeah, that's something you need practical. So whoever asked about me contacting Quaker, I did contact them, and they called me today.
Really? What did they say?
So she had me send her pictures of it, and I sent her pictures, and now she's going to have me mail everything back to them.
Huh.
So
Well, somebody did suggest that if it's not off of a dish or anything of ours, that maybe it's off of a machine of theirs, and they need to check it.
she said, well, we don't really have any glass in our facilities. I'm like, oh, I hope not. But no, she was really nice, and I was nice, and I didn't say you owe me $100,000.
We're not calling you to sue you or anything. We're just wondering if you might want to
Yeah,
know.
maybe we could get $100,000 from him. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm only kidding. But yeah, so they contacted me today. You can't really see. I took off my Band-Aid because I've been keeping it really super tightly wrapped because it broke open and started bleeding again. I really should have gotten probably 3 stitches, but I just am not going to go to, I don't have time to waste sitting in the emergency room to get stitches. So
I'm surprised you didn't
I
cut all your throat.
I think today it's staying closed. I broke it open this morning, but yeah. So they're gonna contact me, and I'm sending it back, and I have no idea, but maybe they'll send me some free oatmeal. I don't know. Well, they should at least replace the packet that I bought.
Yeah. Just send me a bucket of oatmeal and I'll be happy. By the way, Lisa B says we're on our way to debt-free. Should be in 2017. Ultimate pepper advice is to be debt-free.
Woo! Very good. Yes.
Absolutely. Good job, Lisa. I forgot what Dave's chat is.
Yeah, and you know... Oh, did we leave the phone in? We left the phone in. I
thought I unplugged it.
I don't know who's calling.
Oh.
So, we what? My brain just... Oh, well, I can't remember.
We were talking about being debt-free.
Just turn it... Oh, I was just going to turn it down in case it was somebody, but...
So,
It said Livingston.
just as we're quickly wrapping it up, Amy says, I'm going to try wax melts. They look so easy.
They
Thanks.
are. They're super easy.
And Shelly says I would love to be able to make my own wax melts because I go through a lot of the melts I buy at Walmart. Are these cheaper?
Okay, these are not necessarily cheaper. So, because this little bottle here was like $8, and
Are they better?
they do last longer though. This lasts longer than the Walmart stuff. So, it's kind of, I guess, 6 1/2 of one, a dozen of another. I never understood that saying. But anyway, yeah. So,
Becky 0512 says you will get reimbursed or they will send you coupons in all caps.
ooh, a lifetime supply of
And then-
oatmeal. That would be great.
And then
Wait, why does sending you coupons suddenly become a lifetime supply?
Susan
Ask and you shall receive.
Susan Abramek, I think, says send Quaker only half just in case they never receive the first half.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, she was really, really nice. And oh, I just smelled that stuff and it reminded me of something. What does that smell like? Silver Dollar City.
Does it?
Silver Dollar City. Oh, isn't that creepy when you smell something and you get a flash of whatever it is? Oh, man. Doesn't that smell good?
Yes.
Wait, is that
Oh, people love the rocket toilet story. Phyllis says, oh, you both brighten our day. Marianne says, that's too funny. Denise says, LOL, rocket toilet.
Stacy says, don't wear a tie and lean over that toilet. Isn't that the truth?
And then
That's the truth.
Then Des said, haha, I laughed so hard I snorted. That's a great story. Thanks. Actually,
See?
if we told every story we could possibly think of,
Oh, my goodness.
so we would be funny
We
then.
have our own comedy channel.
Kelly says underground toilet smellers.
So,
Don't touch my toilet. like,
So if the rocket toilet people, who was it? Was it Kohler? Is
That
that who
does
it was?
smell
Who
like
was
remember
it?
which company
If
it
you
was.
want to send us another 2 of those toilets, we will give you all the free advertising you want for the rest of our lives. We love those toilets.
Melanie would like to know if she's still able to order a soap on Etsy. I'm going to sign up for the newsletter. I'd like to get the book. So excited. I enjoyed every episode. I watched, laughed until I cried.
So, Melanie, you can still get my soap. I'm closing at Sunday night. So if you want my soap, you can go to my Etsy store, and there's still free shipping. Free ship, capital letters, 16. And you can still get it on my site. I have quite a bit left, but I'm not adding any more. So I have 2 special orders that I will probably soap live just for you guys to see, but I'm just gonna have to stop for right now. The shipping is just killing me.
Yeah. Just too many different directions.
Can you remember the rocket toilet brand and let us know? Leanne?
We'll look it up real quick on Home Depot and let's see if we can find it real quick. Hold on, we'll see if we can find it real quick on Home Depot.
Well, are you sure we'd
They
recognize it?
want
No, but yeah.
on
We need to go to our last house and ask them, hey, can we get you a cheap toilet and take that one back?
That would be hilarious. I wonder if he did non-clogging.
We probably should look it up. Or
Why'd you guys just search up
non-clogging and see.
rocket toilet?
So,
yeah.
yeah, no kidding. Let me see if we can find it real quick.
Oops. Actually, what's
Oh, Lisa wants the Etsy soap link on it.
Okay, just a second.
Ouch, my foot.
Let's see real quick if we can. Well, scroll down. Scroll. No. Hold on, guys. We're looking real quick. Huh?
we should probably
Yeah,
research
we'll
it
have
for
to
a future
research
show.
it. I don't know. We'll have to look it up. She wants the Etsy link, so go ahead and do the Etsy link.
Oh, okay. Who asked
All
for
right. Well, tonight, I guess we're going to eat our dinner.
it? Was that on Facebook or YouTube, the Etsy link?
Ooh, that smelled good.
And I'm pasting it in both, actually.
Have a sniff.
It does smell good. It smells like baked goods. You said that was the Amish one? No, that was the dinner. I'm smelling
It's
other
dinner,
stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't smell this. What is it?
It's London broil. I've never made London broil before.
Jeannie says
It's
Google
cheap.
rocket toilet. Yeah.
Tell them to put an Amazon link in for the toilets. It's obviously popular, lol.
No
Ebony
kidding.
says goodnight.
Alright, guys. Well, I guess that's it for the evening. We'll look up the rocket toilet for you and find it.
Your mom wants to know how we're going to review a toilet.
I'll let you do that, dear.
I think we should get you a
No,
little crown and have you sit there and say, today, we're reviewing this
Poopery.
wonderful little...
Poopery.
Yeah.
or you could grab like those chocolate things and flush them down the toilet and see how well they do.
Yeah, your mom says that the real estate lady told her that she had never seen anyone that wanted to take the toilet with them. So, anyway, we left it in Kansas though. Somebody's
I
extra
told
happy.
you we should have brought it.
Actually, it's funny because I should also say when we first moved into that house, we had a catastrophic septic system problem and we had to replace it. And one time after going through all that and feeling like life had been sucked out of us, I was sitting at a stoplight and I looked over and there was a septic pumping truck there and it said on the side, so-and-so's septic service. I think it was Sullivan Septic in Andover, and it said, in Andover, Kansas, and it said, better to have a straight flush than a full house.
Oh!
And that's the theme of the rocket toilet too. So
Yep,
anyway.
it is. I was looking to see if I could find it real quick, but
We probably need to look in our records and see if it's.
Yeah, I'm
in there
not
somewhere.
sure which one it was. It was the best thing ever. It was like crazy. But oh, was that no?
I wouldn't recognize it if I
think
even if
that-
I saw
is
it.
that it?
No, that one has a handle on the top.
Oh, okay.
Hey, the
I
Lawrence
don't know,
one
we'll
is
find
like
it,
a rocket
so.
toilet.
All right, guys, we will be back on Monday because what is Monday? Happy birthday to you. Mike's birthday is on Monday.
Yay!
Do we have
Merry
our birthday party
Christmas.
online? for you?
Sure, that would be fine.
So you can have friends at your birthday party?
Yes, that would be awesome.
What kind of cake do I get you?
Oh, actually, it is a show day, isn't it?
Yes!
I see.
I'm saying we should have your birthday party for the show.
That'd
And you
be
can
great.
have all your friends here.
Hmm.
All right, guys, we will let you go. Have a good night. We will see you Monday
Jack, stop
at
stopping.
4:30 Mountain. Jack, stop. And also, Dave and I are going to be on tomorrow for an hour sometime. I have no idea when.
Wait, what?
Packing books, because we got to test some stuff on the live stream to see if we can get it fixed. So if you see that we're on, just say hi, and you can chit-chat while we're packing books. But it is, Kathy, it's 5:45 here, so. All right, guys, see you later. Have a good night.
Merry Christmas, Brenda.
Merry Christmas.
Hello, everyone. Merry
We
Christmas,
wish
everyone.
you a
Ending
Merry
Facebook.
Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy